Hello and welcome to the IK Multimedia live stream. We'll be broadcasting from IK's new Sunrise Studios in Sunrise, Florida, and we're celebrating the launch of the Total Studio 3 Max bundle. This has 124 of IK's most powerful music titles, 56 plugins, over 14,600 sounds, tons of presets, and everything you need from composing to mastering. We're going to be talking to various artists, producers, and engineers over the coming weeks, so let's get started.
Hello, I'm Dave Squids Kerzner. I'm here at the IK studio in Sunrise, Florida. And we are celebrating all sorts of great products, including the Total Studio 3 Max bundle, which has been released. And it has a bundle of all of IK's software plugins for the Mac and the PC. And I'm going to be giving away one of those, which is called MixBox, this stream. It includes over 70 effects, and it has everything you need for mixing and mastering in that one plugin, actually, which is incredible. Compressors, EQs, de-essers, and also analog filters. And that has been used along with other plugins from Total Studio 3 Max by a duo called ManyFew. This is two brothers from Sweden, Jacob and Victor Anderson, and they do electronic music with influences from old school disco, funk, pop. And they're going to be showing us how they use Total Studio 3 Max to make EDM music. But while you're watching that, feel free to enter into the chat the answer to this question, the correct answer to this question to win MixBox, and someone from the IK Social team will put that into the chat and tell you who won that. So the question is very simple. How many different software titles are included in Total Studio 3 Max? Put that number in, put your IK username, not your password, just your username, into the chat at any time during this stream, and someone may pick you as the winner. So we give away software, plugins, and all sorts of things every week on the IK social media channel. So make sure you check back with us on Instagram and YouTube, Facebook. Okay, so let me introduce to you ManyFew doing Total Studio 3 Max in EDM music.
What's up, guys? We are the DD producer duo ManyFew, and welcome to our studio.
We're going to show you guys how we are using IK Multimedia plugins while mixing and producing. We are a huge fan of the Total Studio 3 Max bundle, and today we're going to do a breakdown of a track we're working on right now.
So guys, let's go!
This is the project we're working on, and we have labeled it ManyFew Rave because we think it got some rave vibes, and it's a very bass-driven track, so let's listen to it. Yeah, so let's go through what we have done here, and also let's see if we can create something additional to this track. It's based on a couple of stabs. We love to sample, so we have created a sample in a session we have done earlier, and we found this sample on our hard drive, and then we came up with the idea to start building a track around it. So let's listen to this sample without any processing on. And if we turn on all the processing stuff, it sounds like this. So we have processed this with MixBox, which we love. It's so amazing because you can choose between different effects, dynamics, distortion, delay, etc. It's a channel strip for us, and we're using it a lot. So here we have first a black 76 compressor. To tame the signal a little bit, and after that we have a British EQ, and we are adding a little bit of top end here, just a little bit, yeah, 3 decibels, and a little bit of mid as well, around 2K, and this sounds really good as well. And also the delay has a very big part. It plays a big part here. It creates that atmospheric effect that we was looking for, and you have the plate reverb. Which is great. I mean, we have a little bit of a smaller plate here, and we have done some tweaks. But I mean, it sounds really good. And if you mute, for example, the delay and the plate reverb, you can hear the sound dry. And if we add them, so that was the first idea of this track. And after that we added a bass line. And we're using this Juno 60, which we really love. We're a huge fan of Juno synths, and have used the original analog version, the hardware, earlier, but this sounds, I mean, for us exactly the same, and we're using it all the time. Syntronic is, by the way, a really cool thing. You can choose between different synthesizer, classic ones, and pick the one you like. We have chosen this one in this case. So for example, if we, let's see what we have done here. We are using this preset here, House Rules. So I think we just decreased the decay a little bit. So that was the first things we did on this track, and after that we started to build some kind of structure. We have a vocal in here as well. Sounds like this. And we have processed the vocal a little bit with the classic EQ, which is our go-to for cutting, for do the low cut and the high cut, and also adding bits sounds great too. We're using that one a lot. And then we have a reverb, and I think we're using the default here basically, and then increasing the mix a little bit. So after that we also have an atmosphere that takes over. And it goes like that for a while. Then this vocal kicks in.
Lift me up, 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 lift me up.
And again, the MixBox is our choice here. We have a saturator X as the first thing on this channel. A bit of delay, EQ and reverb. So let's mute those three and listen to the saturator.
Lift me up, 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 lift me up.
Sounds great to us. We're using the classic A. You can play around with different ones here. We love to play around with it, and also this push pull is a favorite for us too.
Lift me up, lift me up.
A little bit more aggressive in our opinion, but we really like this one, especially on drums. Let's go for class A for now.
Lift me up, lift me.
And the delay.
Lift me up, 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 lift me up.
Around 40% here. Works great. And some EQ. We're taking away the low part here. And then I think we're adding, a little bit, around 15K.
Lift me up, lift me up.
A half decibel at 8K. And then the plate reverb, again, around 20 in size here. And I think it's pretty much the default setting. We have decreased the size a little bit. And the mix is around 25.
Lift me up, 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 lift me up.
Sounds great to us. You have different choice to go for here. For example, the room reverb is a cool one.
Lift me up, lift me up, lift me up, lift me up. Lift me up, lift me up, lift me up.
But let's go for the plate. And below that we have a snare. To build the track up, we need some snare drums in house music before the drops kicks in. And we have processed this one just with the classic clipper.
Lift me up, lift me.
Just to take away some spikes. So let's listen to all this together.
I want your love. Lift me up, 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 lift me up.
As you can hear, we also have some effects, noise, and some sweeps as well. just to build the track up a little bit. And we have processed, yeah, actually we have all these going to a bus, and on this bus we have processed it with some tape machine and the TR5 White 2A, which is a classic compressor. It creates that analog effect that you sometimes want to have in your digital productions nowadays. So we're using this a lot in our productions. Actually have different types of tapes to choose between. So you can pick the one you like and try different. It gives the track some characteristic, I would say. And yeah, let's listen from the drop and on. Yeah, so in the last part of the chorus, you can see we are adding some additional things here. We have some hi-hats. And we have a atmosphere. And this sound comes from Sample Tank 4 from the package Hitmaker EDM, and this first vocal pack here, the voices. So it's really cool. You can play around with different rhythms. And we have processed this atmosphere with some EQing. We have some low cut here, and added some brightness too. Some reverb as well. The default setting again, and the mix is around 50% this time. And some tape machine. So without the effects it sounds like this. And with and also the bass goes to a bass bus. Let's see. We are adding a bit of brightness here to the bass. Yeah, that's what we're doing with this one. It's yeah, a master plugin, but we're using it on lots of different stuff, and this time on the bass there. And then we have a string tone. And it's this preset, 11 violins. Works really good. Creates that house disco sound. You need to have a straight strings tone in a house track, and we have it here. Works great. We have processed it with just some EQ here, taking away the low part of the frequency spectrum. And also we have a sample. Sounds like that. And it's some reverb on this one to make it really wet here, to give it some atmosphere feeling without. And with. Makes a big difference. We are a huge fan of this one. And then we are approaching the breakdown. So here we have added the same settings on the stabs again, or perhaps we have the spring reverb here as well, I can see. And that's a little bit of a change. And also we have filtered this part of the stab and without the filter. And with. And perhaps we could try to add a bass here as well. Perhaps not the same bass as in the chorus. We're looking for something different. But I think we're going to use the same pattern. So let's keep it that way. And mute those. And try something here. Let's see. And perhaps add them an octave higher. Yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah, perhaps take away a little bit in the low end. Around 70. Works great. And the next part will be a long build up until the second drop. So let's listen. So it's actually almost the same as in the first chorus, except for that we have added a rave sound here from the sample tank 4, a synth-led Square Theme A. I think it's from the Hitmaker EDM again. It sounds like this. Just to give it a little bit more of a rave feeling, to enhance that feeling. And we have a low cut, some brightness, and some reverb. 13%. Yes, and let's check what we have on the master. On our master channel, we have this TR5 bus compressor. To tame the signal a little bit and glue it together. This works great. And we have this Pultec, which is great as well to add. Especially we love this to add a boost in the low end. Let's see what we are doing here. I think, yeah, we are attenuating exactly the same amount as we are boosting, because it gives a cool frequency. It creates a character, and yeah, we're using this a lot, especially on the master. We got the TR5 Tape Machine 99, the default setting, and we are using the TR5 brick wall limiter as the final limiting. And this is actually the same settings we're using when we're creating our radio show Electronic Heaven as well. And when we are doing the mix, 60 minutes mix with different tracks, we are using these settings as well to finalize everything and make sure that it works great before it is going out on the radio stations worldwide. So these settings works great for us, and we're using it all the time. So let's listen to the last chorus again. Also, we have an arpeggiator at the end, and also in some other parts as well in the track. And it has a TR5 tape echo without it, and with. It's a really nice echo. We really enjoy using it a lot.
Thank you guys for watching, and thank you IK Multimedia and Winter Music Conference for having us.
Make sure to follow us on our socials, ManyFew official, and hope to see you on a dance floor somewhere around the globe very soon.
Until then, stay safe and take care.
Okay, that was the duo ManyFew from Sweden talking about using Total Studio 3 Max for making EDM music. Congratulations to the winner of MixBox. That has been entered into the chat. And make sure you like and subscribe and stay in the loop for more videos coming soon on IK Multimedia's social media channels.